Motocross racers should not be training like bodybuilders. But motocross isn't just about skills or endurance. It's one of the most physically demanding sports in the world. And you need to be able to muscle the bike around when you need to and save yourself from those sketchy situations. If you're not strong, you're not riding at your potential. If you need a structured workout plan specifically for motocross, you can tap the first link in the description and apply for the MxFitCo program. Strength training isn't just for bodybuilders or powerlifters. It directly impacts your ability to control the bike, reduce fatigue, and prevent injuries. In today's video, I'm gonna break down why strength training is essential for motocross and the exact exercises you need to be doing. In motocross, you're manhandling a 200+ pound dirt bike through rough terrain, absorbing impacts from jumps and constantly shifting your body position. If you're weak, the bike's riding you and you're not riding it. Here's what strength training improves in motocross. Number one is obviously bike control. A stronger rider can muscle the bike through corners, rough sections, and technical terrain with ease. Number two is less fatigue. The stronger your muscles are, the longer they last before tiring out. Strength does actually improve endurance. And number three is injury prevention. Crashes happen, but stronger muscles, ligaments, and bones absorb more impact and reduce your risk of serious injuries. So if you're skipping strength training, you're making riding more dangerous than it needs to be. As a motocross rider, you don't need to bench 300 pounds. You need functional strength that translates to the bike. Here's the key muscle groups you should focus on. Number one, legs and glutes. These are your foundation. Strong legs help you grip the bike, absorb impacts, and stay stable through corners. Number two is your core. A strong core keeps you balanced and reduces fatigue, especially in long motos. Number three is your upper body. This helps with controlling the bars, keeping proper posture, and handling the bike in rough terrain. Now let's talk about the best strength exercises for motocross. If you train like a bodybuilder, you're doing it wrong. You need compound functional movements that build strength without making you bulky or slow. Number one is squats and deadlifts. This builds leg strength for gripping the bike and absorbing impacts. Number two is lunges and step ups. This improves balance and single leg strength, which helps in technical sections. Number three, pull-ups and rows. This strengthens your back and shoulders for better control. And number four is planks, Russian twists, hanging leg raises, and core exercises that both resist and create movement. You gotta have a strong core to stay stable on the bike and also stay balanced. And number five is farmer's carries and dead hangs, just to increase endurance in your hands and forearms to hopefully fight arm pump. Now, you might be wondering, how often should I train strength? Here's a simple breakdown. 2 to 3 days a week of strength training is perfect. You don't need to be in the gym smashing the weights every day. Focus on full body workouts, not isolated muscle groups, and keep the rep ranges between 5 and 12 to build strength and endurance without unnecessary bulk. Also, prioritize mobility work to stay loose and prevent stiffness. This will affect your riding. That way you're building strength without sacrificing speed or flexibility on the bike. Now let's clear up some common mistakes riders make when training for strength. Number one is lifting too heavy and getting too big. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. Focus on functional strength. Number two is skipping leg day and core training. If you only train upper body, you're missing the foundation of motocross performance. Number three is ignoring recovery and mobility. Strength is great, but if you're stiff, it's not gonna help you on the bike. Avoid these mistakes and you'll build usable strength for motocross. Wanna know how the top pros train? Riders like Eli Tomac, Jet Lawrence, and Chase Sexton all lift weights, but they do it with purpose. They train explosively, focusing on power movements like deadlifts and plyometrics. They prioritize core strength to stay stable on the bike. If the best riders in the world strength train, you should too. If you've been skipping strength training, now's the time to start. Here's your simple game plan. Number one, train 2 to 3 days per week using compound lifts. Number two, focus on legs, core, and upper body. Number three, keep workouts functional and motocross specific. No bodybuilding fluff. Number four, avoid common mistakes like lifting too heavy, or skipping mobility. Execute on this and you'll feel stronger, more in control, and less fatigued on the bike. If you want a complete motocross training program that includes strength, endurance, and mobility, tap the first link in the description and apply for the MxFitCo program. Also, subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and let me know in the comments what you struggle with the most in your training. I'll see you in the next video.